The Nigerian national soccer team is out here playing matches, but that's not the only hot thing in Nigeria. Bitcoin is the other hot thing in Nigeria. Nigeria, if you are unaware, is one of the largest countries by population in the world. In the top 10, well inside the top 10 of largest populated countries in the world, and they tried to come out when we've done videos on this over the last year or two about their central bank digital currency, the e-Naira. And let's just say it hasn't gone that well. They have about a fraction of 1% in adoption. Because when you have financial privilege, as Alex Gladstein wrote in his book, Check Your Financial Privilege, someone in the West, in America, in Canada, in the UK, you have this privilege where you don't really understand inflation. You don't truly understand government censoring your transactions or not letting you transact. Well, I guess you might start knowing about inflation now here in America, or maybe you do start knowing about government censoring and freezing your accounts in Canada, because those things just happened in the last couple of years. So welcome to the rest of the world. Welcome, West. Welcome to places like Nigeria, to like El Salvador, like Venezuela, like Argentina, who's had multiple currencies completely collapse over the last 30 years. And now you have Javier Milei coming in and rebooting the system. Brexit happened, Donald Trump happened, Javier Milei is happening. These things are going to continue happening. Sri Lanka collapsed a year and a half ago, the president being overrun from this palace and literally sending in a resignation email, taking off with all the currency, all the cash he was paid off by people at the World Economic Forum, the ESG movement saying, oh, we're going to be the wealthiest country in the world, highest ESG score. But nope, that country fell because people were suffering. They were starving. Weird. Collectivism, socialism, communism doesn't work. It's been tried over and over and over again. And capitalism is faltering. I'll give people that. Capitalism is faltering. And it's faltering because we are built on a faulty monetary system. You can't have real capitalism on top of a corrupted money, a corrupted currency. We don't have money. Money has to be a store of value. Fiat government currency is stored in zero value. They might store value from today to tomorrow here in America. If you're in Lebanon, though, or Venezuela, or Argentina, or Brazil, good luck. Good luck. That day tomorrow, or Turkey maybe, that day tomorrow is not guaranteed. Your cash is just going to cease to exist possibly. Well, here in America, that's speeding up too. People are starting to see the effect of that here as well. Places like Nigeria, they're seeing that. They don't have the financial privilege. They don't have world reserve currency status. People in Nigeria realize, oh, we need to adopt Bitcoin, a trustless, permissionless, censorship-resistant, decentralized money that is a store of value long-term, not just from day to day, but long-term, years and decades at a time, hundreds of years at a time, something we can preserve our value. There's only so much of it, so it's scarce, and we need to get our hands on it. In your e-Naira, that's just fiat currencies digitized, and that's what we have now. Most of the wealth people have is just paper. It's digits in a computer. They don't actually have the wealth on them. They don't have gold and silver on them. Heck, they don't even have the cash on them. They just have it in the ether somewhere. So these arguments against Bitcoin, oh, it's already all digital. So you might as well have the thing that's actually scarce by code, by its etched in digital stone nature, rather than what we're seeing in the Davos Forum right now, World Economic Forum in Switzerland, telling you they are going to censor your transactions, telling you brazenly just to mask off, saying they are going to watch everything you do and monitor everything you do. They are going to, everything over $600, you have to report here in America. You got to report it now, baby. Come on now. But yet the Pentagon, they can't track $1 billion in weapons in Ukraine. And the politicians, just to add fuel to the fire, they're going to strike down any amendments to audit that. And what do you know? It happens right after that. Well, of course, this is how they enrich themselves. This is how they launder the wealth. And this is how they take cash from the American citizen, besides inflation and actual taxes. They take it and they launder it. This is how Nancy Pelosi and Elizabeth Warren and Dan Crenshaw and Mitch McConnell and on and on and on, they just get wealthier as they are in power. They have a couple $100,000 a year salary, but they end up with tens of millions of dollars by the time they leave Congress. It's just mind-blowing. Constantly outperforming the stock market, laundering money. FTX, hello anybody, Sam Bankman-Fried, all the connections to politicians, all the connections to Ukraine, just a money laundering apparatus, a cash laundering apparatus. That's all it is. That's all this is. So the Nigerians know, they get it. So the hot thing in the Nigerian square right now isn't just the soccer game, the football game. It's real money. It's Bitcoin, and it's not the ENIRA. It's not a central bank digital currency. It's not more of the same. It's not letting governments of the world and a few arbitrary people that just impose their will and say, I'm going to lead, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Humans like leaders. The Bible shows us. People wanted leaders over and over again. The Jewish people in the Bible wanted a leader, and they got one. They got one in Saul. And then they got another one in David, and they got another one in Solomon. They continued asking for leaders. That's why when Moses went up to the mountain and got the Ten Commandments from God, he'd come back the first time and then smash the 10 Commandments everywhere because the people thought Moses had died. He was up there for 40 days. They thought he had died, and so they had Aaron, his brother, make them a golden calf so they could worship that. Humans want leaders. Humans yearn for leaders and leadership. They yearn for it at a macro level, a God level, a spiritual level. They yearn for it at a societal level, and they yearn for it in a familial level, right? Looking to your father, looking to the patriarch, your grandfather or father to lead the family. We look for it in group work projects in school, a leader who's going to take charge. People like those things. Works hard, works tough. It takes energy, it takes effort. But we have a choice. We have a choice. What are we going to do? Are we going to lead and be the couple percent of people that lead and vote with our wallet, vote with our voice, vote with our feet, and actually beat back the evil, the pervasive evil and the darkness in the world that is trying to take power, trying to take liberty, wealth, prosperity from all 8 billion people with central bank digital currencies, with these symposiums, with the world symposiums, are just arbitrary people that were born into a bloodline, people that were just know the right people, and they're saying that they're going to control the world. We need less people in the world. Club of Rome, we need less people. Global warming is going to take out more people. We need vaccines. We need all these different things. There's just less people. Bill Gates, there's going to be less people going forward. Why? Why is that? Why do we constantly need less people? This fear mongering over and over and over. We need more war to take out more people, apparently. We just constantly need less people. Why? Why is that? Who said? Your computer model? The computer models are always broken, with the economists as well, who are constantly saying things are going to be fine. Janet Yellen 5-6 years ago saying there's never going to be another recession in our lifetime, yet there's constantly more economic problems. We're going to continue believing people who just really aren't cut for the leadership cloth, not cut from that cloth, yet we're just going to keep following them. What are we going to do? Where are the good people that stand up in the face of darkness? All it takes is a few percent of people. The Revolutionary War in America was fought with 3% of people. That's it. And then other people came on board as truth started winning. And guess what? Truth always wins. So stand on the side of truth and liberty and freedom. Because you will be fulfilled, number one. And for all of eternity, you will be rewarded. What better ways right there than having a fulfilling life and a fulfilling afterlife? And if you don't believe in afterlife, well, have a fulfilling life here on earth. Truth will always set you free and will make you the most fulfilled, if anything. Way over the long term, if you fight for picking up your cross, laying down your life, and fight for long-term gratification, it's always going to over-index the short-term gratification, the short-term thinking, the quick paycheck, the quick hit, the quick dopamine hit. Appreciate you. Please share this out. The algorithm hates truth, and they hate these videos. Question everything with boldness, even the existence of God himself. Trust but verify what I'm saying. Please. Just takes a couple seconds. Start Googling some of these things. Don't believe everything I'm saying. Don't believe what I'm saying at all. It's not financial, it's freedom advice. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.